Hello again, Mike. This is Michael Kerr. Um, I got interrupted in the middle of something I was saying because the time got cut off at 10 minutes at 9:49. Um, I was talking about the fact that I live in Ontario where I'm surrounded by uh, the large uh, lakes, freshwater lakes, and I am truly blessed to be in this area just because the vast majority of the rest of the world is going to be going through a major suffering around fresh water. They just don't know how to deal with it. A larger population puts a larger squeeze on the available water supplies. Here, we're in Canada, we have a large amount of space to be able to support a large amount of people, and we happen to have all the fresh water we could ever want or need is right here. We got lots of it. One problem we do have is the fact that we have monocropping culture in our farms around here, and heavy reliance on industrialized pesticides, herbicides, and fertilizers in order to grow those monocrops. Um, Not a good, pretty sight, but with a little bit of help and a little bit of retrofitting, so to speak, we'd be able to turn these farmlands that now take one man with one large multi-million dollar machine to plant and combine afterwards and whatnot. It would take several dozen or 100 people to plant and reap off that land afterwards. That could actually be a good thing because that means that a lot of the people who are going to be going out of work will be able to find some sort of sustainable work on a farm. It's not going to be easy. Um, it's not going to happen right away while we still have available oil supplies, but somewhere in the next 5 to 10 years, I would say that's going to be a change that's going to have to happen. Um, it's inevitable. We can't sustain what we have. We're running out of the oil that we do have, and we're already into that last stage of the peak oil stage because the tar sands are being worked as fast as we can work them, getting as much oil out as possible. That's proof positive to me that the fact that the tar sands are even a viable source of oil shows that we're into the peak oil end times, where the downside is going to happen very, very rapidly. So, because we don't have the energy to sustain farming on the level that we've enjoyed for so many years, and we have a population that still needs to be fed, well, guess what? These large farms are going to have to be forced to be uh, taken over one way or another and split into smaller multi-species sustainable farming where you're using heirloom seeds instead of the Terminator seed technology that Monsanto has been shoving on everybody. It just can't happen that way. It will not work. And if they continue to do that kind of genetic modification, there's going to be, something is going to happen that's not good. It's going to ruin all kinds of crops. It's already ruined a bunch of heirloom seeds as is because the two crops are intermixing. Um, we don't need to have our foods modified. We just need to selectively breed and save our seeds from year to year, like we've done for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. We don't need this technology to kill the seed after one season. It just, we don't need it. That's just a power and money grab from Cargill and Monsanto and the rest of these companies. they don't care. They don't care about people having to feed themselves. They just care about the bottom line, making money. And since they can't be sustained, they're eventually going to be going out of business. And there might be mass attacks on their buildings and whatnot, but that's further on down the road. There's going to be a lot of anger around food and fuel. So my solution is to grow as much of your own food as possible. Even a small piece of land will support some minor, small little bit of farming. Watch the Community Solution, which was about Cuba and their own peak oil that they went through and how they managed to survive as a country. They did so where the mean population ended up losing 20 to 30 pounds weight off of everybody. Everybody lost weight because they could not sustain the amount of food that they were getting when they had all the oil inputs. So get ready for less food, more strife, more killings, more riots, and more people getting stressed out. Expect higher and higher unemployment, and there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be turning to alternative means of supporting themselves. That's another way of saying that there's going to be a bunch of criminals out there who are going to be supporting themselves by, taking advantage of older people, disabled people, and it's not going to be nice and it's not going to be fun. But if you can mentally prepare yourself ahead of time, that is going to help you get through the worst of the stress. I see that my time is quickly going by again, and there's so much that I want to say and need to say about this, but I think I should stop this now. So this is part 2 of these video responses. So keep doing the good work, Mike, and thanks a lot.